The most difficult part of this whole ordeal has been the juggling act between media, law enforcement, the lawyers, trying to keep some kind of normalcy. Every day it's a trial. We're not giving up, and we'll find her.
Well, that was baby Lisa's uncle talking about how hard it's been since she went missing almost 4 months ago. Now, today I'm talking to Lisa's parents, Deborah and Jeremy, via satellite, and their attorney, Joe Tacopina, about what happened that horrific night and why they believe baby Lisa is still out there. One of the big things that jumps out is, and let me kind of go through the progression. Deb, on the 11th in a Fox News interview, you say you checked in on baby Lisa around 10:30. But then on October 17th, 6 days later, you told Megyn Kelly that you put her down at 6:40, and that was the last time you saw her, and you don't remember checking on her or not. So there's been a lot made of that inconsistency. Did you see her for the last time at 6:40, or did you see her the last time at 10:30?
I don't think it's an inconsistency when I say that I put her to bed at 6:40 and I possibly checked on her at 10:30. I don't think that's a consistency. I think I'm being honest and saying I'm not sure if I checked on her or not, but I know she went to bed at 6:40.
Is that a normal bedtime for her?
Usually she goes to bed around 8. All my kids do, but she hadn't been feeling well. She wasn't super sick or anything. She was clearing up an ear infection and a cold, and she seemed to be doing okay, but I put her down a little bit early that night because she was kind of fussy and she's rubbing her eyes and stuff, so she went to bed a little bit early, but other than that, she was fine.
Mm-hmm. But you don't recall whether you checked on her at 10:30 or not?
No. People don't understand just how difficult it is to wake up and find that somebody has came into your house, taken your baby, and then you are accused of doing something to her or covering something up or whatever theories, insane theories they come up with or have come up with. And then I do all this media and be on TV for the purpose of hoping and praying that somebody sees it that has seen someone with her. And it is literally impossible to remember every single detail and say it exactly the same every single time. And there's so many hateful people or negative people who have picked all that apart. And I understand the looking at the mother thing because the world we live in today isn't always a safe and happy place. There are a lot of crazy people. There are a lot of bad parents. And a lot of things happen, accidents happen. So I understand why they looked at me in the beginning. And I also understand with the drinking why some of the public have made accusations and drew that out and made scenarios with it and all that. I understand it, but it's time to come to a reasoning that enough is enough, that my daughter is missing, that she is okay somewhere because nobody kidnaps a 10-month-old beautiful little girl to hurt her. She is out there somewhere and I am desperate to find her. I am clinging on to a shred of sanity here. I just want my daughter home. I want people to realize, just take a step back and look. If I had done something, I'd be in jail right now. Joe doesn't save me from jail. It doesn't work that way. And I understand that most of America doesn't understand the justice system or understand how this stuff happens or how media works until something terrible happens to them, where they have to use law enforcement or use the media, but it is so much bigger and so much more different than you could even imagine. And I just wish people would open up their minds to the entire bigger picture here, and it has helped me find my daughter. That's all I want.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.